subbed out. This Devani. And this controversy coming at you. Just really about, I'm just talking about a subject that kind of came up to me that I want to talk about, which just talks about the grind, So, first and foremost, I heard a lot of people talk about what the grind is for them when it comes to the city, and just people who really do the grind. Like they grind for money, they grind for all types of other stuff, they grind to keep their movements up, all types of stuff like that. So, today I was just going to put some inputs on what I think about the grind, and basically just about what the term is or stuff like that, what people misinterpret about the grind. I was going to go over about, let's talk about the grind in general. Grind, basically, I think, isn't it like a slang word? It's probably like a slang word for the term of saying that it's like a term of for managing your, trying to manage what you have, trying to, help the people that you are in benefit with, the people who you love and care for, you grind for, money to help them, children, all those sort of things, family, sometimes friends. Some people do it for friends, not everybody, but some people do. But today what I want to talk about when it comes to the grind for yourself and just for others is just the fact that, I feel like people need to interpret, what are you grinding for? What is your grind basically for? Because I feel like some people, they get this term of the grind, and say that, my grind is bigger than this person's grind, or our grind is deep because we a name brand, or my grind is deep because I'm just worried about making money. There's people who, I think I heard the reference of what J. Cole said about the essence of people who make money and stuff like that. He was saying to the effect that, somebody who make $8 an hour, or someone who do these sort of things, he talking about how people are financing those things and how the time they taking. Some people don't like their jobs, all those sort of things. Like, I feel like what some people don't interpret about the grind is that, for one, do people like their jobs? There's some people who only do their jobs because they don't like their jobs. There's some people who do their jobs because they do like their jobs. All types of things. Like, it all depends, though, on really how are you really taking the grind. Is your grind about the heart rather than just about making money, or is it just about what you want your grind to be about? Because if you really think about it, that's mostly what the grind is for some people. Some people's hearts when it comes to the grind is just to make money, just to give you things, give you brands, give you these things, because these people are more popular than the average Joes. These people do these things. These people do all types of these sort of things for the grind because they're more beneficial than somebody that does not have what they normally have. So, basically what I'm trying to say with this whole idea about the grind is that people need to stop making it seem like their grind is bigger than anyone else's, because in the reality of anyone's grind, you should take in consideration that a person's grind who actually cares for you, those grinds to me make more sense, because they're not doing it for the benefiction of this themselves or their loved ones or just those things, because they're doing it for other people. Like, so, take with YMDR, some people would say my group, we don't do it for, well, I don't know how many people really talk about my group at all, because my group is not really known like that. But, if there was people who talked about my group, they would probably say, oh, well, they grinding too. But I mean, our grind is completely different from a lot of people's grind, because some people take the grind and they like, well, this is just my grind, you know, it's not helping anybody else, you know, it's just mine. So that's why it's more beneficial to me, because it's only helping me. Like, it's not helping anything that has to do with anybody else. So yeah, it may help the person that you live with or your family members, all that stuff, but it's not helping anybody else but you. So, you know, that's why they're, to that extent, when it comes to the grind, theirs would be kind of off a little bit. You know, now, I mean, when it comes to mine, like, our grind is strictly because of a reason. You know, it's not because of the essence of most things that people would talk about when it comes to the grind. You know, I feel like when it comes to the grind, though, you know, when it comes to people who are out there grinding, I mean, one thing you got to take in consideration about the grind is, why do you grind for the things that you grinded for? Because, I mean, you know, one thing that some people grind for is it's just a lot of stuff that people grind for. You know, there's people who grind for money, there's people who grind for the things that they get out of these brands. Some people grind just to get new clothing. Some people grind just to get what they get, just for, number one, it to go to waste in the first place. Because, I mean, you know, look at this shirt. I mean, my shirt, you know, I could wear this shirt and it could be brand new, but some days later it's going to be messed up. And that's obviously because it's a shirt, and obviously because it's not going to last. Like, same thing with my shoes, same thing with anybody's clothing or anything that they do. It always doesn't last as much as you would think. Same thing with, you know, that TV over there. You know, that TV, you know, after a while, you know, that TV gonna still work probably for a really, really long time, but after a while it's gonna still have like some, you know, there's still gonna be some dust on it, there's still gonna be this on it, you know, there's still gonna be that. Like, it's not gonna be clean. You're gonna have to wipe it off, all types of stuff. And that's the thing you should take about the grind, is that, for one, the things that we have, you shouldn't put your trust in. Don't put your trust in the things that have to do with the grind. Make your grind have a reason. You know, make your grind have more than just a poetic thought. You know, make your grind more strictly because you want to help someone else find something deeper in life, rather than it just being the grind for yourself. Because if you really think about it, look around you. This almost about to be 2015. You know, we're going to go into life thinking that, oh, you know, well, you know, maybe I should still cling on to these things. Maybe I should still do this. Maybe I should still do that. You know, we need to start, and when it comes to this grind stuff, we need to start understanding that the grind, when it comes to any of this stuff, is only beneficial when you start to understand if you're doing it to help them for a different cause, so they can stop understanding that this stuff doesn't last. Drugs don't last. Come on, homie. There's people who are on drugs that do drugs all the time, and they still end up the same way. You know, they come out of it, bam. You know, they drunk for a minute, bam, they come out of it. You know, that's the thing. You know, I feel like this, just everything around us we don't understand, is not benefiting us in any way. You know, some people call that the grind. They call the things that they have the grind. They call the women that I can pimp the grind. They call the women who sell their bodies for, you know, sex, they call that the grind, when the reality is that the grind is worth something. The people that you treat those ways with the grind and all that stuff, or the women that you treat wrongly, you don't understand that you need to start understanding that if there's a purpose for what you're doing behind everything that you're doing, your grind is not going to be like theirs. Your grind is going to be totally different. Your grind is going to have heart. So basically, that's all I was basically trying to say with mostly all of this, man, is just that, you know what your grind is. You know, don't make it seem like, you know, any of this stuff lasts, because it really don't. I mean, there's people who can have a car one day and it can look pretty clean one day out, and then bam, you know, it's messed up again, or something's wrong with it in some way. You know, it's not gonna stay always the same. Nothing really is. So, you know, I just wanted to tell y'all that, you know, talk to y'all about some stuff. You know, I'm gonna start doing some more stuff for this year. So yeah, you know, I just wanted to hit y'all up about that, about what the grind is. So, you know, share this video with anybody. You know, go deep. Tell anybody about this video. You know, we go deep in this mug sometimes. You know, we talk about some stuff. You know, I'm gonna start talking about some stuff, doing some other things. You know, we gonna get it out here. Tell some people some real stuff. You know, but you know, thank y'all for watching, man. Peace out.